now getting directions to Point Fitness. What's your point?
What's up, guys? Dominic Simone here from Point Fitness, and today I want to show you ways to improve your bench press. So I marked down some 3 key things that helped me out to improve my bench, because it's definitely one of the worst out of the big 3 for me. So the first thing that I did that helped me out was feel, right? Activation. So activating the chest helped me out to actually get a better contraction and to think about the chest working. So I'm going to show you a quick tip that helped me out along the way. Next is overcoming isometric. So basically what that means is it recruits a lot more motor units to allow the muscle to come in, basically helping out with the feel of the contraction. So what this shows is mainly at the bottom of the bench press, because a lot of times, like me included, when we see guys fail on a bench press, it's not necessarily on the way down, it's always on the way up. So on the contraction portion, we're always weaker. Doesn't matter what. The eccentric, we're always stronger. The contraction, we're always weaker. So this helps improve that as well. Next is unilateral training. So basically what that means is just a single chest exercises, where if you ever see or feel when you're benching, one side goes up, the other one stays down. So these 3 tips, they help me out, they help a couple of my clients, and hopefully they'll help you out. So let's get rolling.
First thing I want you guys to understand is the proper function of the chest. So we already know that the chest helps with a flexion of the arm, right? So coming across this way, pushing against, right? But there's also 2 main roles. As I mentioned in the previous video of talking about the chest, it helps with internal rotation, right? So if you remember, to stretch it, we have to come this way, but that's another role, is to help with internal rotation. So just bringing the humerus into the body and rotating this way, which leads to my next point, also helps with adduction. So this is a really good one, kind of targets all 3 basically. So what you want to do is grab 2 plates, so 2 5s, right? I started off using 2.5 plates. So what you want to do is you want to grab 2, right? And it's important for 2 to have good adduction. So what you want to do is grab plates and kind of almost like open fingers, right? Don't like really grip it. Push with your palms, okay? So palm squeeze, and now you want to hold it. So that's adduction. Now you want to hold it out this way. That's flexion. And now if you want, you could kind of protract your arms a little bit. Now it's a little bit more internal rotation to get the pec minor. And from here, you just want to come all the way down. At the same time, keep squeezing. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Work up. And as you squeeze, you're going to get a little further internal rotation and come down. So there's the front part. So you come down, squeeze together, and lock up. Come to about as far up as you could go. And then work your way down, but the whole time you're squeezing. And right now, all this here is cramping up, all right? So this help, I do this every single day when I know I'm benching. I'm telling you guys, I'm kind of cramped right now, so give those a shot. So the next step is overcoming isometric. So what isometric means is just that the muscle is not moving or in the middle portion of the workout. So let's just say a bicep curl, for example. The eccentric is going down, right? So you're lengthening the muscle. The contraction is shortening the muscle, but an isometric hold is holding that contraction, or holding that mid-range, or holding that bottom portion. So as long as you're staying, that muscle is staying still, basically in a contracted state, that's an isometric. So right here I have 3 plates on each side, definitely way above my 1 rep max. There's no way in heck I'm gonna be able to move this. But why are we doing this? To recruit more motor units. Why do we need more motor units? To help with contraction. Why do we need contraction? To get the weight up, to improve strength, to improve muscle growth. So I stack this plate up, right? Same thing with you guys. If you don't have this pin, I'll show you a quick tip at the end. But stack these up, and you want to be at the bottom third of the bench. You don't want to be at the top, don't want to be in the middle, more so at the bottom. Basically at that bottom portion where we all tend to fail. So you want to get under the bar. Still make sure rules still apply, right? So make sure the bar is in the right place along the sternum. Everything is in the right position. And now from here, push for 5 seconds, push down the bench, and hold. Rest for 5, big breath in, push your feet down, push your hips down, and try to move this thing as hard as you can, and stop. So right here again, same thing as the plate raises, or as I call them, sandwich raises. Still get a good contraction within the chest. Do this 5 times. All right, 5 times on, 5 seconds off, 5 seconds on, 5 times, 5 reps. So if you don't have pins down here, you could just use a wall and do the same thing, kind of put yourself against it like this and try to push the wall away. Stand up. Try to push the wall away and keep that same contraction, right? Still get that overcoming isometric right along the chest. So next is unilateral training. But you've definitely seen it's a single arm bench press, but a different type of variety of it. So with this type, we're going to be half on the bench and half off the bench. So the reason why we're half on and half off is this is going to require a little bit more obliques, definitely some glutes, but it's going to single off the chest to making sure that it's doing most of the work as opposed to any other type of body parts taking a hold. So what you need to do is grab a single dumbbell, and the side that you're holding the dumbbell on is the side that's going to be off the bench. So you're going to be half on this way, and the same side, the foot's going to be down opposite to keep us up and not falling. And this leg, you want to squeeze your quad. So squeeze this whole left side, squeeze the right glute, and you can't see it, but on the opposite side, my elbow gets stopped from the bench, which is good. So you want to start up, make sure you're half on, half off, squeeze your glute, squeeze your oblique, come down, and control up, come down, and control up. So the main thing with this, guys, is feeling that contraction. You don't just want to go, all right? You don't just want to let the weight go. Control, 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 control. Squeeze chest up in it and lock and control away. So you'll definitely feel it. Definitely feel your glute kick in. Definitely feel a good contraction in the chest, but also your obliques, because that helps with anti-rotation. So if you're, kind of all over the place with the weight, you're going to start noticing it, and you're going to have to really, really start bracing when we're starting to bench. So make sure that's in check whenever you're doing this. This is a tough drill. Yes, it's risky, but at the same time, use a light weight, just focus on contraction and letting the body work together as opposed to just moving weight. There you have it, guys. There's a couple tips to help improve your bench press with activation, overcoming isometric, and unilateral training. Give those a shot the next time that you're in the gym. Let us know how it is in the comments below. If not, see you guys next week.